Hello there, beautiful people. This is another episode of the Experience Talk Show. I am your host, Abel Delight, and today with me in the studio, I have someone I call a friend, I call a brother, I call a best friend. Let's call him best friend today.
Okay.
And as far as this show is concerned, he's also your best friend. His name is Success. Some people call him Treasure, but I don't really know which is his name. He'll be introducing himself shortly. Can you please tell us your name and what you do?
Okay. My name is Success Ojochigbe Farouk.
Wait. So you are Igala by tribe?
Yeah, Regala. Why is there sentiment?
Wow. No, nothing at all.
Okay,
Wow.
so I'm Regala by tribe, and Treasure it's a name I gave myself.
Wow.
It's a long story. It was actually gotten from my very first best friend.
Wow.
So before we parted, he gave me the name Treasure. So many people know me as Treasure. And in that time, nicknames and stuff, guy, Treasure. Yeah, so like that's how I came about name Treasure.
Okay, so
Treasure, but
can
Success is my
you tell us what you do?
Okay, so I'm into photography, videography, brand strategizing,
Wow.
brand product shooting. I shoot videos, commercials and stuff. I'm also into speaking
Wow.
and purpose finding. So
Wow.
basically that's what I do. That's
Okay.
what I do.
It's good to have you here.
Thank you.
Photographer, videographer, purpose finder, and etc.
Yeah.
Today we're going to be taking ourselves now
Okay.
through the journey of purpose finding. But before we do that, let's go on a quick break, and when we get back, we'll unwrap what we have for you today. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Oluwashi and you're watching the Experience Talk Show. Are you willing to share your life experiences with us? Simply call or send a DM to the contact on your screen. Keep watching the Experience Talk Show, and the entire Experience Talk Show loves you.
Hello there, welcome back from that quick break. This is the Experience Talk Show, and I'm your amiable host, Delight Abel. And with me in the studio, I have my friend, your friend, our friend. His name is Success, and like he said earlier, his name is Treasure, a nickname. So let's call him Treasure for today. Today, like I said, he's going to be taking us through the journey of purpose finding. What was purpose finding like to him? Who knows? You could get something from that. Please sit right back wherever you are and don't go anywhere. Please, sir, can you tell us how growing up was for you?
Okay.
Maybe your experiences while growing up, how those experiences shaped you into what you are currently.
Yeah. Okay, so for clarity's sake, I've not grown to the level that some people might imagine.
Who are these some people?
The audience,
Okay.
coming into this kind of meeting, some people will imagine, okay, we bring somebody who has grown 100%. What this talk show is to motivate you, is to inspire you to grow and not just remain where you are. So
Okay.
I myself am still growing, opposed of clarity.
Okay.
Anyways, back to your question. My childhood was tough and it was good.
Wow.
Tough and good in the sense that I experienced a lot, but God helped me.
A lot
A lot. I'll explain. I experienced a lot. I deviated from purpose. The kind of friends I kept. Growing up was a bit of a challenge because I was clouded by my perception of life. In the sense that I saw life as all rosy, always not knowing that pain shapes us. So when those pain came, I wasn't prepared because my mindset was not fully structured to know that I have to be shaped to become great. You have to be shaped,
Very
processed,
true.
prepared to become great. So it was a lot. I'll explain better as we go on in this session.
Okay.
Yes. So growing up, I'm privileged to come from a Christian background, and by Christian I mean Christian because my parents are spiritual people.
Okay.
My parents are pastors.
Wow.
So they brought both of us. I am my younger one in the way of the Lord.
That's
yes,
good.
to always reading Bible from small, attending services,
Memorizing.
memorizing.
And all, yeah.
Oh, I won a lot of awards. I won a lot of awards in children's church then. But then the fact that your father is a Christian doesn't make you a Christian. The fact
That's
that your
true.
dad is great doesn't make you great.
That's true.
So there was this sense of purpose. I know that I'm not ordinary. I know that there's something that was driving me. When I sit down with my friends, I always want to speak. When I sit down with my friends, I always want to create something. I don't just want us to sit down and be discussing about random things. I just want to create something. I just want us to talk something productive.
Right.
Yeah, so that drive in me, that drive. So my friends are always calling me King. That's why my brand name is King Empire.
Empire, yeah.
So my friends are always calling me King. Any small thing, treasure. You don't draw good. You don't know what it is. There was this drive. So my childhood was built around that.
So how did you deviate? Okay, just like you said, you joined the wrong.
Yeah.
So how can you share an experience whereby maybe like those friends, what exactly happened? Let's say that.
So
way,
I
yeah.
deviated due to 3 major reasons. Number 1, low self-esteem.
Wow.
Number 2, peer pressure, and number 3, masturbation.
Wow.
So those were the 3 main reasons I deviated.
Wow.
The first way I deviated through I said low self-esteem, right? Due to these friends I kept, I started becoming stubborn. Not that I wasn't intelligent. I was very intelligent. Not to be proud, but I was very, very intelligent. And so he gave me this edge over people in school. Yeah, they were like, if you're in school and you're not intelligent but you're stubborn, they will tend to pick on you. But when you're intelligent, they tend to overlook a lot of things.
Yes.
So that's what was giving me this edge. And my parents started complaining a lot. People started.
I guess you were a teenager then, right?
Yeah.
It's common among teenagers.
My parents started complaining. So they started showering my brother, my junior brother, with a lot of love.
Wow.
And then I'm like, but me, I'm here too now.
But are you sure they were showering your brother with a lot of love over you? Or you were just seeing it that way?
I was seeing it that way.
Okay.
Okay. Because basically, had it been I wasn't rebellious, or I wasn't stubborn. You get, I would have enjoyed the same benefits. That's just it.
Yeah.
But he was the calm one, so he was enjoying this benefit. Like, see your junior brother. Look at you.
Comparison.
Yeah, comparison.
So
it
it
was
causes
getting,
low
to me.
Yeah.
I was low. But then when I'm around my friends, there's this confidence. But then when I go back, I'll just be in my room.
Your shell.
My shell. And then I wasn't productive. And because of that, I dropped.
Wow.
I dropped academically.
Wow.
I dropped. Not that I wasn't taking first position, but 75% and 90% they are still first position, but they are in different cadres, different levels.
Very true.
So I dropped from 90, I was getting 70, 75. My dad was like, you are dropping, but not knowing that it was all those things. So I was always finding fault in everything they do. I want to complain, I want to attack my parent. I'm like, why are you doing this? See my junior one, this, you are favoring him. You're like, I'm not favoring him. You understand? It was always causing problem in the family and stuff. So that was the beginning.
Okay.
So because of that, I confided in my friends.
Wow.
And note, these friends, if you want to compare them, I was like better than half of them. So telling them, they saw it like a privilege to extort me intellectually, extort me emotionally. So they taught me some kind of thing. I started going after girls, going after a lot of things. I want to reflect around.
Only God know how far you would have gone if you were still on that lane.
Yeah, but before I continue, there's something that kept me. My mom used to always tell me something. She said, "You are giving to God. So no matter how far you run in the world, you still come back to God." She look at me after all my stubbornness. She just look at me and she say, "Shegbe." That's what she's called. She say, "Shegbe, you know that you cannot stay to the devil, ba?" She say, "If you lie, run, you will still come back to God."
Wow.
And by God's grace, I've come back to God. Because if not for God, sometimes I look at what I would have done. I saw that what I would have done.
And what you would have been.
Had it been, I still remain like that.
Wow.
I still remain like that. But then God has been faithful. So my friends, I confided in them, and I can remember the very first day I started masturbation. It was in the class.
Wow.
Our
Class in the broad daylight.
Yeah, broad daylight.
Wow.
I explain. So there was this guy, I don't want to mention him now, but he brought his phone. You know, we are the stubborn ones, and all of us were intelligent, so they will not even trace it to us. So we're the stubborn ones. So we came to class, and then this guy brought his phone, and then prepared. Oh my God, guy, how you get this phone? Let me see. Not knowing they were watching porn in class. They're like, let me see. Because they know that I'm a pastor's child. They say, Baba, they go. I can remember the word. Baba, they go. Come on for you. Make I see now. Wait till now the word. They say, no, we're not going to show you. Make I see. So during break, I went to carry the phone. I said, no, I must see. What were they hiding in that phone? So I said, and this thing called porn, this thing called masturbation, it's a spirit. It's not.
True.
It now permits me, but I'm going to be a little bit spiritual at some point because my life is based on some spiritual stuff. Yeah. So it's a spirit, and the thing is, once you let your spirit into something, it gains possession over you.
Very true.
It gains possession over you. So I watched it that day, and even if I dropped, I'm like, what is this?
Something had already happened in your spirit.
A seed had been planted.
Yeah, seed had been planted.
Seed had been planted. And so I went to, because at that time I didn't have a phone. At that time I didn't have a phone. So I went home. I took my dad's phone. I lied. I wanted to do assignment. I was doing the assignment to the thing and came, and I remember the name of the site.
Wow.
Not the site, and I searched it. I watched. At first I didn't masturbate or anything. It was just normal. Then the next day, I wanted to watch it again. The next day, I wanted to watch. I just noticed I kept watching it. At some point, we'll come to class, and then I stopped talking about productive stuff.
Wow.
We'll start talking about women, the sizes of girls, stuffs, and the rest. Okay, let's talk about these girls, We're doing competitions. I could be like, okay, I give you 5 minutes, collect this girl number. And you know the funny thing, we're not fooling girls our size.
God.
At that, we're not putting girls outside. We're putting girls outside.
I get it.
You get?
Yeah.
Like, after school, after lesson, we'll change. We'll look dope. There was this school close to our school then, they had PP girls.
My God.
So, and by God's grace, our parents were a little well to do. So, we'll go out with money. There's a supermarket close by. We want to show off, collect the numbers. I didn't have a phone, so I used my best friend's phone that time. We run 1 or 2 packages and the rest. So, well then, all these things, it was a seed. But you know, in as much as it was sweet, I was deviating from purpose. It's just like a skill. If you know how to talk and you don't talk for 10 years, you don't talk for 2 years, 3 years, you don't talk. Do you know, a time will come, even if you have the biggest platform to talk, you'll never be able to talk. And even if you talk, you will not
deliver well.
Yeah, you will not deliver well.
That's
because
true.
you have not serviced the gift.
Very true.
You have not serviced the gift.
Very true.
So one thing, even though the audience won't get anything today, one thing, service your gift. Service your gift.
We will get to that point. It means that really growing up was tough for you, coupled with all these things you went through. So it means that it doesn't matter whether our parents are pastors or religious people. I've come to realize that even most of these pastors, not all, but there are pastors whom their children are actually under attack. So should I say that your parents were not aware of all of this that were happening in your life, or we say that they were not discerning? I mean, the deep stuff that you couldn't tell people.
Yeah.
Was it that they were not aware of these? Were they just not having time for you? Or
okay, there's nothing you will do that will make me tell you what I don't want to tell you.
Wow.
My heart became so hardened. I hardly read my Bible. I hardly pray. Praying is by connection. We'll come for morning devotions, and I became rebellious.
My God.
And due to the fact that I was blessed intellectually, I know how to attack. So I'm not the type that you shout at me and I'll just box myself. You shout, I'll give you back.
Wow.
To tell you that, why are you shouting?
Wow, that's a lot.
You get?
That's
so
a lot.
I had like this. I I even got to the point that I had a gang, like a gang of friends that, not like a cult gang, but we had a gang. We're doing bad stuff together.
Wow.
Although God helped me, we didn't really dive deep.
It would have been worse.
But masturbation dealt with me. It killed me. I was dry. Anyone that successfully gotten out of masturbation will understand that masturbation will drain you. You'll be walking, you are living dead. Like, it got to a point that I can look at the lady and analyze everything about that lady.
Wow. Jesus.
Immorally, like analyze everything about that lady, and it's true. Like,
that's deep.
analyze everything about that lady. I can sweet talk any lady, and I mean any lady. Even my teacher. I sweet talk my teacher. If not for God, the saving grace I had was my mom. She was discerning, but due to the fact that I did not give her the chance to come in.
Wow.
I did not give her a chance to, for someone to help you, you have to at least give the person.
Very true. You cannot be helped if you don't
want
yourself
to be
yeah.
That's why I said I wouldn't say she wasn't discerning, because she knew that this is not my boy. She would tell me, say, Success, this is not you. I know there's something about you.
Because of time. You are really taking us deep. If we continue, we may not live here today.
Okay.
So we'll go on a quick break, and when we get back, you're going to be telling us other things. Don't worry, as the time comes, I'll be asking you. Can we go on a quick break right now? Please don't go anywhere. Don't forget, this is the Experience Talk Show. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Oluwaseyi and you're watching the Experience Talk Show. Are you willing to share your life experiences with us? Simply call or send a DM to the contact on your screen. Keep watching the Experience Talk Show, and the entire Experience Talk Show loves you.
Go.
Hello, amazing viewers. You're welcome from that quick break. This is the Experience Talk Show. I am your host, Delight Abel, and we are having a beautiful time with my friend here, Success. He's telling us a lot about growing up and the experiences he has had, the challenges he has faced, and how he has been able to overcome them. Please, can you join us? Let's continue from where we stopped. I think I was going to ask you a question.
Okay.
And from the discussion we've had, it shows that you were able to break free totally from the masturbation, from the immoral life and all of that, and right now you are working on purpose. You are actually a purpose finder. You're helping people discover their purpose, right? And I know that basically your niche, like your audience, or what do I say, the people they are youth, current youth and teenagers, right? And we know fully well that in secondary schools now, and not just secondary schools, the higher institution, we see what our youth are becoming. Most of them started from a very tender age, adopting some kind of practices, and because they didn't have anybody to guide them, they grew up that way. Some of them masturbating. You see people masturbating at a very, very tender age. Some smoking, some partying, some hanging out. This is someone who has helped young people discover their purpose. Can you tell us how you're able to help? Are they people you've helped come break out of certain kind of addictions and maybe immoral lifestyle? How were you able to do that?
Okay. So for now, I've not helped a lot of people, just my close circle.
You helping one person means you help a lot of people, because that person can also help a lot of people.
I understand. Right. But I want to set a foundation before I talk on how I help people.
Okay.
The first and most important thing is knowing that you are in a problem.
Very true.
If you know that masturbation is a problem, depression is a problem, low self-esteem is a problem, lack of purpose is a problem. If you know that you are in a problem, that's the first and most important.
No, because there are many people who are in problems and they don't even know.
They don't know that they are in a problem.
That's the worst state of a man.
So I knew that. I knew that something was not right, because at some point I found it so difficult to write, so difficult to speak, so difficult to create something.
Wait, does it mean that even while you were in that deep mess, you still had all these skills? You were still developing yourself, or It was after you broke free that you started.
No, I still had all the skills, but they were not producing any results.
Oh my God.
They were just stagnant.
Yeah,
you get
imagine.
See, one thing about your talent is everyone is born with a talent.
Definitely.
So whether you do good with it or not, your talent will not leave. It remains in you. It's left for you to activate it or not.
Very true.
So while I was still in it, the talents were there.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
But they were not producing any results.
So
they were
how
dormant.
have you been able to help young people?
Okay.
People
So
around you?
I majorly, the first and most important thing is letting them know that, see, you have a purpose.
Right.
You are not just here for
This
yes.
thing.
Yeah, you're not just here to live, to go to school, get married, make money and die. No. There's a particular purpose. You are here to save someone. I usually use this example that if Nigeria is supposed to save South Africa and South Africa is supposed to give birth to America and Nigeria refused to save South Africa, America will never be America.
Definitely.
So one Nigeria sabotaged two nations.
Right.
So it usually points them to figure, if you refuse to stand up and get to know that, okay, I have a purpose, you will not save people.
Very true.
One thing that have been killing people is masturbation. Okay, so the thing is, I usually tell them my story. Okay, this was how I was able to overcome masturbation. One thing most people try to do with masturbation is that they try to hide it. And one thing about masturbation is that it thrives in secrecy.
Right.
If you want to break out of masturbation, the first thing, I'm not shy to talk about masturbation
Because you are
because I'm not
yeah.
longer a slave to it. If you hide it, it will keep haunting you. If you hide it, it will keep keeping you bound.
Very true.
Like, you'll be useless. That's the word. There's no meaning of word. You'll be useless. You just believing, and you know the funny thing, it will not make you completely useless. You feel like you have a purpose. You feel like there's pride. How will I tell my mom? How will I tell my pastor? How will I tell this my mentor that I'm this thing?
Everybody's looking up to me.
Yeah, they're looking up to me. I won this also award. They will not that masturbation. I will carry myself in the night under blanket. No. I can't. Sir, ma, open up.
Right.
Open up. Look for someone reputable. Look for a mentor. And please, one important thing. This masturbation thing is in levels. It's in levels. I got to a very deep level that let me not say it now so you not cause controversy online. But I got to a very deep level that I cannot speak with a woman. Meaning the way I'm talking to you, I can't talk to you.
Wow.
I can't think straight. You can't read, you are seeing a woman's nakedness.
Oh my God.
You are talking to a woman, you are seeing a woman's naked. You can't say something productive. Okay, success, come on the experience show. All I'm thinking is how we meet after the experience. Yeah, it's funny now. But then that's a level. So that's why I say open up. And please look for a male. If you are a male, look for a male and open up. If you are a female, look for a female. Sometimes the devil deceives most of us. He'll be like, that woman is your godmother. You are a male, you are suffering from lust. You know that no girl can pass and your eye will not follow her. You know that your hand cannot stay one place. Like if a girl come, all your organs are hard and the rest, and you still want to confide in a female, use your sense. Get sense.
So like you're already taking us through the processes by which one. I think you should just dwell on that. Maybe talk to people about how they can break out of it rather.
Yes.
Maybe then let's go ahead.
So as I was saying, first off I said open up, right? Open up. Secondly, confide in someone. And please, same sex is advisable.
Okay.
Same sex is advisable. Thirdly, do away with things that trigger this.
Right.
Like for me, Phonics. Once I watch Phonics, I masturbate.
Is it the app?
Yeah, the app.
Wow.
Do you know those videos that they show on Phonics? That they will show all those nonsense videos and this thing. If I go online, that's why, see, if you want, my mentor once told me that if you want to really be great in life, don't spend too much time online.
Right.
The system now, the system online has so been navigated to a part that you can hardly scroll through 5 things that you are not finding something seductive. Either a girl shaking her waist or a guy showing his part.
I think it's becoming too much.
It's too much. You can't hide it.
Right.
So it's better. It's better. Don't spend too. I know there are productive things online. Alright, they're productive, but don't spend too much time online. Don't spend too much time online.
And then I think getting an accountability partner too will help.
What do you mean by accountability partner?
Someone whom you can be accountable to. Okay. This like someone that will be keeping watch over you.
Okay, like a mentor or something.
Yeah, a mentor.
Yeah. So a mentor. Please, if you have a girlfriend, you are passing through masturbation, cut off. If you have a boyfriend, you are passing through masturbation, lost, cut off. I'm speaking from experience. See, you may not be having sex with your girlfriend or your boyfriend. You may say, okay, we are celibate. You don't do this, you don't do that. But there are some triggers.
Right.
As a guy, even if anyhow girl cannot come and touch you.
Right. Yeah.
But your girlfriend will touch you, play with your hair. And then you may not have sex, but when you go home, the devil will do. See, what you allow into your spirit or your soul, what you feed yourself with, make you. So another point, navigate, cut down on things you watch. Cut down on, limit the Hollywood films. 90% of Hollywood current movies today propagate sex, propagate gayism, lesbianism, all these things. You can hardly watch some films that you not see them kissing, not see them. I'm not saying it's wrong for the adults. I'm not saying it's wrong, but then you know what you are battling with. Kill it, but like conquer the battle first. Conquer the battle first.
Yeah, you can be mature enough.
Yes, maturity is not about age.
Very true.
It's not about age.
Very true.
There are people of 40 that are still battling with masturbation. People of 20 battling with masturbation.
Okay. Yeah. We had a great time here. I think right now we want you to talk to our young people. How can they discover their purpose?
Okay.
Maybe, probably they are planning to break out of certain things that hold them bound. Now, when they've done all of that, now how can they discover what God has called them to be? Then I think lastly, you just speak to our parents. Parents having children who are rebellious, and so what should they do? Then we can call it a wrap. So let's start with the young people.
The young people, how to discover purpose. The first and foremost thing is I'm going to sound from 2 different perspectives, the spiritual perspective and the physical perspective. From the spiritual perspective, I say be in alignment with God. It's very important. Very important.
True.
Then secondly, from physical perspective, pay attention to your passion.
Right.
Sometimes passion may not be your purpose, but it will be
like a pointer.
A means, yes, a pointer. You get a pointer to your purpose.
I get it.
You realize you love baking. You realize you love cooking. You realize you love writing.
Right.
You see someone taking pictures like, oh my God, see this style. Your passion, your purpose may be modeling.
Yeah.
Your purpose may be redirecting or creating something. And note, one thing we purpose is not one thing. Like purpose is not a particular thing. Purpose is like a means to an end.
I get it.
Like the end is always to impact lives.
Very true.
The end is always to impact life. If your purpose cannot save Mr. A, then it's not a purpose.
Okay.
That baking should be able to teach Mr. A lesson that will train him for his life.
Very true.
For example, let me use Anne Delight for example. I may be I'm a videographer.
Right.
And she loves modeling. But she doesn't know, not that she doesn't know how to model, she doesn't have the charisma, the confidence. I, as a videographer, being open to all this stuff, my mission now is to help her discover that modeling can be your purpose. Modeling can be a means to an end to change the world.
Very true.
Okay.
To redefine what modeling is.
Yes. To create something unique. To
and
redefine
something different from what we know as the norms, right?
Something different, and the end to be a means to bringing glory to the name of God. Okay, so I begin to take on videography sessions. Okay, do like this, do like this, do like this. This is how you do. I teach her this. When she successfully becomes a model, I've fulfilled purpose.
Very true, very true.
I've fulfilled purpose.
Very
Yes.
true. Sorry, let me cut you off.
Okay.
Now, you've said a lot of things and you made us understand that purpose discovery is a journey,
Yes,
not
it's
a
a journey.
destination. So
No.
it's a forever destined
Yes.
journey, rather. And it's just for us to discover these things that God has deposited inside of us,
Yes.
and then to use them to glorify Him, to impact our world,
Yes.
and all of that. And
Yes.
you've said a lot of things. So I think right now you should advise our parents out there on what to do if they have children who are rebellious and who are giving them headache. Yeah.
Parents, especially mothers. God bless our Nigerian mothers.
Amen.
Especially mothers. I want you to know something, that there's no child that cannot change on the bended knees of a mother.
Very true. Very
As far as a mother, your knees can bend, that child can change. If you see the good, before the world sees the good in a child, as a parent, you are supposed to see the good in that child. One thing I appreciate my mom for is that no matter how rebellious I was, my mom will never tell me it will not be well with you.
That's
Parents,
bad one.
I know we may be angry, but sometimes let's learn and trust God to help us control our temper. Because most of these children nowadays, most of some useless children nowadays, sorry for the word, but they are a product of the ill words their parents have said.
Yes.
Because as a mother, you have the power to speak good and evil to your child.
Children, right.
So, number one, love. Love. There is no hardened heart. There is no hardened heart on earth that cannot break with love.
Please begin to run.
Number two, patience. Number three, help the child. That's why you see in other countries, developed countries, once they say, okay, you love tech, the parents take you to a tech school.
Perfect.
Train the child in purpose. Even if it means enrolling someone, train it in purpose. That's what, because we have the gift to see. So number one, I said love. Number two, I said patience. Number three, train the child in purpose. Number four, prayers. Number five, help the child with experiences. Tell them things. Teach them. Tell them the reason why. A mother will tell you, don't do this, ma. Why?
Yeah. And children will always ask why.
Yes.
It's the dull ones that will just go ahead and not do.
Curiosity will want me to go and know that thing.
Yes.
And when I know it, the devil will take advantage.
Very true.
And I will not tell you.
Very true. Very true.
I will not tell you. Okay, don't touch this water. If you touch this water, this is what will happen.
Case closed.
Explain. Don't be
Yes.
tired of explaining. For the future, children are wise. It's better we learn it from you, learn the mistakes, make the mistakes from me, than going to make it online.
Yes.
Because online we go deeper than the way you think.
Very true. Very
So
true.
in summary, a lot boils down to refining purpose. But there are three major key factors in purpose. Number one, the individual. You have to know that I have a purpose.
Right.
Number three, the parent. The parent or the friends, people around you, your close circle. Yes, let me use that word. Then number three, God. Because all your endeavors without the help of God will be useless.
Work done equals to zero.
will be useless.
Just
So
like
that's-
science would say.
Yes, I hope you remember to get something.
They have. They must. Okay. All right, guys. We've had a great time today.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for staying with us till this time. Do not forget to like this video, drop a comment, and share to someone. This is Success. This is Delight, your host. Do have a lovely day. Bye.
Hi, my name is Oluwaseyi and you're watching the Experience Talk Show. Are you willing to share your life experiences with us? Simply call or send a DM to the contact on your screen. Keep watching the Experience Talk Show, and the entire Experience Talk Show loves you.